So in this video we're going to go through the software portion of the connections for the lab. So the first thing you'll do is on the desktop there's a Pasco experiments folder. You'll open up singlecartposition.vi or Pasco Capstone. Once that opens up, in the top left corner there's the hardware setup, and you'll connect up to your smart cart device. Make sure that the serial number that's listed is the same one that's yours. Go into data summary next and uncheck everything that you don't need. Now in this case we already went through and unchecked all the other positions, but if you open up the eye, you can see that if any of those were checked, the software would be recording those positions and velocities. So just make sure that position and time are the only two that are checked for your smart cart. So you go out of data summary, and in the recording portion, you'll note that there's the frequency that it's recording at, as well as what position sensor it's reading. On the graph, you can note that it's position and what units it's in at the moment. So in this case, centimeters that it's reading. To record, you click the record button, and then when you displace the cart from its equilibrium position and release it, you can note that the software is recording the position at all times. Now, make sure that when you do the initial displacement, you start at a steady state of 0. That way it can accurately capture the total displacement of your initial impulse. You can let it die down. In this case, you would let it die down to 0. I'm just going to stop it early for the purposes of the demo. Hitting stop. To export the data, you go into File, Export Data, and then in this case we already had a file saved, but you would give it a specific name, hopefully the position displacement that you did in that initial impulse. Make sure to save it as a text file. Save. And then if we just go look at the file that we just made, we have the time and position at all points in time at the frequency that it was sampled at. Now something you might want to do is delete all the initial data before you release the cart, as well as the header. That way MATLAB doesn't try to import those as well when you do your superimposition. Between runs, in the Capstone VI, make sure to hit delete last run between each, or else the data file that you export for the next one will have the data from the previous run in it as well.